Hello guys, so today we'll be starting off with our vocab into our new topic, which is topic 4. So for today's focus, students will be identifying the following keywords for topic 4. So just like last time, go ahead and write down our vocab, which is if you make a chart of 3 sections, you have your vocab, definition, and then your visual. So for your percent, that will be your first, all the way down to your compared interest. Those will be the words that we'll be focusing on today. So go ahead and pause this video, write down these definitions, and start making your charts. And then when you're ready, come back and we'll go ahead and get started. So as you guys can see, I went ahead and worked on the first two for you guys. So the first one we have percent was a number or ratio expressed as a fraction of 100. So as you guys can see in my visual, I have the percent, or also you will go ahead and see it as 100 over whatever you guys want to call it as x, but this will be a number that will be placed there when given the question. It'll be the percent that is given, or the decimal. So it could either be a number giving you percent and the number, or percent itself, or just a decimal that can be created when you divide this. It'll give you the whole number, which will be that percent. So if it's easier for you guys to remember, just go ahead and put the percent on here, or just know that it'll be different ways of illustrating how you can find the percent. And for your interest is a percent rate, or also known like a paid fee for borrowing money. So as you guys can see for that example, I have the $ plus your percent will equal that total amount. So now for the following ones, can you guys go ahead and work on those on your own? So go ahead and find what the definition is for benchmark, discount, percent markup, and percent error, as well as tip and compared interest. So go ahead and pause this video, find your definitions, or how well you guys feel that when looking for these information, what can help you best define what those definitions will mean to you. So once you have identified that, go ahead and write your visual and then come back and we'll go ahead and check those off and see if you guys have the same answers. Alright guys, so welcome back, and I hope you guys have something similar to mine. So for my benchmark, I have a standard or reference point against something that can be measured, compared, or assessed. So for my visual, it's kind of an example how it would look if you were to just put in your amount or the money you have, and how it would look that same money compared with interest. That's how you can also look at it as percent, how your money would look like with a percent. And let's say if it's marking up, if it's increasing in that percent, that's how much more it would be compared in just a simple amount. And with your interest, it would be more if you were given with a simple percent versus just the amount you came in with can increase. So it's just something that we're comparing. We're comparing the money you came in with a percent or the interest. It's just an example and how we can explain benchmark a bit better. As for your discount, it is just an amount that is subtracted from the regular price or the original price given. So you guys could probably see this around the stores when you guys see like 50% off, 10% off, 75% off. It's always good to hit when you guys see 50% off, you know you guys are getting a steal. But if you guys see a 10%, it's not a whole lot of a difference. But again, you're still saving some money because it's still being subtracted from the original price. So that is something you guys can have for the discount. As far as your percent markup, it is the price increased on an item that is purchased to cover their total cost and for them to make profit. So another way of looking at this is just basically, let's say you buy a chocolate and it costed you, let's say, $1. So you want to make profit off that, and also you want to regain the money you spent on that chocolate bar. So like, let's say it costed you $1 and you're adding $1 to make back the $1 you spent, and then also you want to make a little more. So let's say you put the chocolate price at $3. So you're making back that $1 that you spent along with $2 extra that is that is basically going to be your profit. So another way to identify that in an equation, we would have your profit, how much it costed you, times that 100% will give you your percent markup. All right. So now for your percent error is the difference between the estimated value and the accurate value. So it's just basically explaining it as, again, with the chocolate bar, it costed you $1. But you're not really, can't make profit of it because people can easily go to a store and buy it off for $1 or even cheaper. So if you, let's say, negotiate the price and you want to sell it, let's say for 75 cents, it's you losing those 25 cents, but at the end of the day, you're still making somewhat of your money back. So that is another way to look at your percent error. So again, it's the total amount divided by your target measure, which is like you're trying to regain that that dollar back, times 100 will give you that percent error. All right. So now moving to the tip. And again, if you guys see this little note, it's what you guys leave at a restaurant. So it's basically an amount or percent given more from your total cost. So like, let's say you go to a restaurant, you spend $30, but you want to leave a tip. How much more would you give them? So you can either give them an amount, or it has percentages on there like 15, 10, or 20%. So that is that amount from your total amount that you have, your total cost, plus that will be your total amount. So again, it's just how much your total cost was. So if you spent, again, $30, $60 plus the money you want to leave them. So let's say, again, you spent $30 at a restaurant and you want to give them an extra $10. Adding that up will be like, let's say your $40. That will be your total amount that you will give at the end. So your compound interest is the interest calculated on a principal and the interest accumulated over the previous time. So another way to look at this is just money you've invested or saved into an account that over the time of 20 years, the end value of that amount actually doubles or triples. So like, let's say you put in a bank account $10. Over the period of 20 years with that compound interest, it could even triple up to, let's say, 100. It can do 1,000. It just kind of depends how high that compound interest is. So again, it's just investing your money, and over a period of time, it actually doubles or triples depending on that interest, the compound interest. All right. So I hope this is kind of clarifies some information for you guys. So now moving on to the next part, can you guys please go ahead and pause this video, write down this important information. This will be actually very helpful for you guys during your test, during your lecture. So please make sure you guys take the time, write this information down. It will help you guys. And once you guys have done that, go ahead and come back and we'll talk a little bit more about what's next. So now that you guys have written those down, please write down the following questions in your notes. Research your answers and see what you guys get. What does it mean to you? What does it mean in general? Like, that's what we're trying to get at, all right? So go ahead and look up these questions, answer them, and then once you're done, come get that checked off by myself or Miss Eden. And this will be all for today. Thank you guys.